Have you ever wondered why your dog loves sleeping next to you so much? Is it simply because your bed is warmer, softer, and more comfortable? Or is there something deeper behind that small nightly habit? A message your dog has been quietly sending you every single night. The truth is, when your dog sleeps with you, they are not just looking for a comfortable place to rest. They are telling you something far more meaningful. You are the safest place I know. And if one day the dog who used to sleep beside you suddenly moves away and no longer chooses that same spot, it may be a sign you should not ignore. Because for dogs, sleep is never a small thing. When they sleep, they are at their most vulnerable. They cannot watch their surroundings the same way they do when they are awake. They cannot react quickly if danger appears. Deep inside, an ancient instinct still tells them that when they sleep, they must choose a place that feels truly safe. And among all the places in your home, they choose to lie beside you. That means you are not just the person who feeds them, walks them, or calls their name every day. In your dog's eyes, you are an important part of their world. You are the place where they can relax their body. You are the place where they can close their eyes without staying on high alert. You are the person they trust enough to place their safety beside. If you have a dog and want to understand the quiet signals they send you every day, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Because sometimes one tiny action from your dog can reveal something very big about love, trust, and the sense of safety they feel with you. Many people think dogs sleep with their owners only because they enjoy the warmth. But dogs are very good at finding warm places. They can lie in a patch of afternoon sunlight, curl up on the sofa, rest beside a window, or choose a quiet corner of the house. If warmth were all they needed, they would have many options. But they still choose you. Because what they are looking for is not just temperature. What they are looking for is protection, connection, and belonging. When your dog lies beside you at night, their body also begins to synchronize with yours. They hear your breathing, they feel your warmth. They notice when you are still, when you toss and turn, when you are tired, or when you are stressed. To your dog, you are not just someone sleeping nearby. You are the emotional center of their life. And what makes this so special is that the peace does not only go one way. When dogs lie close to the person they love, they feel safer, less alert, and more relaxed. But at the same time, humans can also feel calmer when a dog is sleeping beside them. Their steady breathing, their small warm body, and their quiet presence can soften the human heart after a long day. It becomes a two-way emotional regulation. When you are calm, your dog feels it. When your dog is calm, you are affected by that peaceful energy too. Over time, your dog learns the rhythm inside you. They know when you are truly relaxed. They know when something is not right even before you say a word. Maybe you just had a difficult day. Maybe you walk through the door looking normal, without crying, without complaining, without telling anyone what happened. But your dog still notices. They notice the way you breathe, the way you walk, the tension in your shoulders, the way you sit down, and even the tiny changes in your body scent. With their incredibly sensitive nose, dogs can sense things that humans often miss. That is why on the days when you feel sad, your dog may suddenly stay closer. When you are exhausted, they may quietly rest their head on your leg. When you cannot sleep, they may not sleep as deeply either. They may not understand your problems the way another human would, but they can feel that the person they love is different. And their response is simple: they stay beside you. If your dog has ever done this quietly, stayed close when you were tired, sad, or going through a difficult time, leave a comment below saying "my dog." I want to know how many of you have felt that silent kind of love from your dog. When your dog sleeps with you, pay attention to where they choose to lie. Some dogs like to sleep at your feet. Some press against your back. Some stay near your head. Others face the door. These positions are not always random. For dogs, where they sleep can reflect their instincts and the role they have quietly given themselves. Long ago, dogs lived in social groups. In a group, sleep was never a time when everyone fully let their guard down. There was always some level of awareness. Members of the group would rest in different positions to protect one another, watch the surroundings, and stay alert to anything moving in the dark. Even though your dog now lives safely inside your home, that instinct still exists deep within them. If your dog sleeps near the door, they may be unconsciously watching the entrance. If they sleep against your back, it is almost as if they are protecting your blind spot. If they sleep at your feet, that is a position where they can get up quickly if something unusual happens. And if they press their body tightly against yours, it shows that they want to be close to you while also feeling that they are exactly where they belong, beside the most important person in their world. Of course, dogs do not think in complicated human thoughts. They do not say to themselves, "Tonight I am going to protect my owner." But their instincts understand one thing very clearly: you are part of their group. And when a member of the group is sleeping, they want to stay close to help keep them safe. Maybe your dog would not actually fight off every danger. Maybe they are small, gentle, or even a little shy. But in their mind, lying beside you is already a job. They are there. They are keeping watch. They are choosing to be with you at the moment when you are most vulnerable. And it is not only where your dog sleeps, their sleeping position can also say a lot. When a dog curls tightly into a ball, tucks their nose near their tail, and pulls their legs inward, that is a protective position. They are shielding their belly, one of the most vulnerable parts of the body. This does not mean your dog does not trust you. It simply shows that there may still be a small thread of caution inside them, or that they need a stronger feeling of safety. On the other hand, if your dog stretches out, relaxes their whole body, or even exposes their belly while sleeping next to you, that is a powerful sign of trust. In their natural instinct, dogs do not expose their belly when they feel unsafe. So when a dog can sleep that openly beside you, they are saying, "I feel completely safe here." Some dogs like to sleep with their back turned toward their owner. Many people think this is a sign of distance, but it is actually the opposite. When your dog turns their back to you, it means they do not feel the need to guard themselves from you. They trust that you will not hurt them. They feel safe enough not to watch you, not to monitor you, and not to keep distance from you. And if your dog presses against you as closely as possible, even in a position that looks uncomfortable, the message is clear: they do not want any distance between you. That is not annoyance. That is not unreasonable clinginess. That is attachment. It is their way of saying, "I want to be as close to you as I can." Another special thing is that dogs can adjust their daily rhythm to match yours. Dogs were not born to live by a human schedule. In nature, their ancestors were often more alert at dawn and dusk. Those were important times to move, search for food, and observe the environment. But when dogs live with humans, especially when they are deeply bonded to their owners, they begin to shift their routine. You can see this in very small habits. Your dog knows when you are getting ready for bed. They recognize the sound of you turning off the lights, putting down your phone, pulling up the blanket, or walking into the bedroom. Some dogs even get onto the bed before their owner does, as if they already know. It is time to rest. The morning is the same. Many dogs wake up almost at the same time as their owner. They hear the alarm, notice you moving, or simply feel that your body is beginning to wake up. After living beside you for a long time, your schedule slowly becomes their schedule. This is not only training. It is the result of patient observation. Your dog pays more attention to you than you may realize. They learn to read the smallest signals in your daily life: when you are busy, when you are tired, when you are about to leave the house, and when you are preparing to rest. And when your dog sleeps with you, that synchronization becomes even stronger. They are not just beside you for a few minutes. They are with you through the night, feeling your breathing, your movements, and your quietness. So when your dog changes their rhythm to match yours, it is not random. It is their way of saying, "I want to live in the same rhythm as you. I want to be where you are." But there is one important thing every dog owner should pay attention to. If a dog who has slept beside you for months or even years suddenly stops doing it, you should not quickly assume it means nothing. For dogs, a change in sleeping habits often has a reason. The first thing to consider is health. When dogs are in pain, tired, uncomfortable, or especially when they are older, they may separate themselves and sleep alone. This is a natural instinct. In the animal world, when the body becomes weak, animals often try to hide their vulnerability. So if your dog suddenly leaves their usual sleeping spot, comes close less often, or chooses a private corner to rest, observe carefully. If this comes with signs like loss of appetite, low energy, unusual breathing difficulty, walking, whining, licking one area of the body too much, or losing interest in things they used to enjoy, you should consider having them checked by a vet. Sometimes, a change in behavior is the only way your dog can tell you that something in their body is not right. Beyond health, changes in the environment can also affect your dog. A new person in the home, a new pet, strange noises, unfamiliar smells, or a change in your daily schedule can all make your dog feel less comfortable than before. To humans, these changes may seem small, but to a dog, they can shake the familiar world they depend on. Sometimes, the reason can also be emotional. If your dog was startled, scolded, pushed away, or had an experience that frightened them in the bedroom, they may begin to avoid that space. Not because they stopped loving you, not because they want distance, but because they are trying to protect their sense of safety. The most important thing is not to blame your dog. Do not assume they are stubborn, cold, or difficult to understand. When a dog changes their sleeping habit, they are communicating in the only way they can. Watch them. Be patient. Be gentle. Help them feel safe again. Because before, when your dog chose to sleep beside you, that was their way of saying, "You are the safest place I know." If one day that changes, your job is not to force them to come back. Your job is to understand what made them stop feeling that way. And when you are patient enough to listen, your dog will feel it. They will know that your love is not only in the hugs, the meals, or the moments when you pet them. Love is also in the way you truly see them, understand them, and respect the small signals they send you every day. Because in the end, your dog sleeping with you was never just a nighttime habit. Every position, every time they press close, every slow breath in the darkness is a choice. And that choice has always been you. If your dog often sleeps beside you, leave a comment below and tell me, where do they usually sleep? At your feet, against your back facing the door, or pressed tightly against you? That position may reveal something very special about the love and trust they have for you. And if you want to understand your dog more deeply every day, do not forget to subscribe, like this video, and share it with someone who truly loves their dog too.